I'm on that east side of what? Okay. In them projects, gotta build with my pop. Come on. Thinking about $1 million, then it hit. Can't be sitting around waiting, gotta get up and get it. There you go. The competition is high. Step foot in the building. Suckers, they look surprised. Haters, they gotta feel this. Back to the basics, take you players to school. Got no time for joking, only studying the rules. Break it down for you, like they did the beat. Ain't even gonna scream.
Welcome. This is the Urban Youth Project. My name is Selena Coleman.
And I am Anessa Jones.
Proper Chris.
Akachi Dale. What's going on, world?
Welcome, everyone. We'd like to welcome you guys to the Urban Youth Project this Sunday afternoon. Thank you for joining us, tuning in. We are the Urban Youth Project. We are a rhythm-filled community.
Colorful.
We colorful, we united, we together, we all of these good things,
With
baby.
Rhythm, but blues as well.
But most of all, we here to serve the community.
Definitely, we want to talk about things that are affecting our community, how we can help change the community for the better, and give you guys some resources and some information to make a positive change.
There we have it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so how was y'all weekend? How did y'all Friday and Saturday go?
Well, my Friday went pretty good. I went to the social gathering for...
How was that?
It was nice. We couldn't use the footage because we had too much background noise. We had a good turnout. We had quite a few kids out there. And, some kids, they don't understand when we say, can you be quiet while we're filming? So we had
So it sounds like it was a good turnout.
Yeah. We had a lot of background noise. We couldn't use that. But it's okay. We're going to still continue. We'll do it again on Friday and have some hopefully good footage that we can use this week. And
that's why you gotta go.
Definitely.
That's why you have to show up.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's part of the showing up.
Background noise.
It's definitely part of showing up.
A lot of entertainment, a lot of food.
Definitely.
My weekend was quite well. I'm still celebrating it. Right now, I'm still on Saturday night.
There you go.
Yeah, and then yesterday I got to hang out with the Critical Resistance and No More Jails and Stop Mass Incarceration and the Justice or Else and Power Positive. So we did a community event that I got to attend because they're trying to redo the jail system. We talked about it a little bit last week with the LA County jail system, and they're putting... I said $2.3 million, but the paperwork showed yesterday that it's $3.7 million for LA County. Excuse me, $3.7 billion that they're trying to use for LA County for these jails. And we think they could take that money and put it into our community. I got a shirt on that says, I am not the property of LA County jails, because I am not. And the back of my shirt says no more jails. So we're trying to stop the LA County Board of Supervisors from having these jail reform in our system. They're trying to take all the female prisoners prisoners basically from LA County, Linwood Station, Twin Towers, and house them in Lancaster, California. And first of all, I live in Lancaster, California, and I don't think that's fair to be bringing all these females and housing them out there when it's 85 miles away from the general population of LA County. It's important for women that are incarcerated to be able to have visits and talk to their kids and see their family while they're locked up. So, I got to hang out with my political partners in Antelope Valley.
And besides that, what would be the purpose of that anyways? I mean, is it to create more space, to provide more prisoners for their, financial income? Is that what's happening?
I think it's more about profits.
Right.
So, it's not about the people, because if it was about the people, they would invest prior to them going in jail, like into housing and into jobs. And it's more economically smart to give a person a house and a job than it is to imprison them.
Right.
So it costs us more as a community member and as a taxpayer to house people in jail than it does to house them in their own houses and to actually give them jobs. But
I can understand that as well, but we also have to keep in consideration, I don't like jail for anyone, but some of us need to be there. Some of us need to be there. I watch
rehab and there's jail.
I watch a lot of ID channel. So some of us need to be there, and that's that. Some of us need to be there. Some of us do need to have resources to where we can make a change and we can better ourselves. But there's no such thing as a jail not being needed, because they are needed for certain people.
Well, I think jail's initial idea was a rehabilitation or some form of rehabilitation.
Well, we know that doesn't happen.
And we know that does not happen in the jails today, so I'm not sure.
And not only that, a high amount of people that are in jail are for non-violent offenses.
Right, and they're in there for a pretty lengthy period of time.
So. Correct. So, we're going to take a break and we'll come back and talk with some other stuff, but that's how I spent my weekend doing my political activist stuff that I normally do. So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned, baby.
Good music, and we'll be right back.
Is this thing on? Black lines. I caught you there in the building. Tiny Hood. Hold up. Oh yeah, come on back, baby. Hold up. Oh, y'all didn't think we was gonna do it again, huh? Check me out though. Come on. I started making moves, right? People call me Lucky Lefty. They love you on the bad side. They hate when you receiving blessings. The key is stay consistent. Show the game what is missing. Fame is like 10%. So get the money, mind your business. Hold up, let me get it back, baby. The kids be ready for anything. Take what you want if you mean it. Haters, they come by the dozen. Focus on your family eating. Your concern is not how he hustles. Keep the team all on the same page. Ball for the triple double. In love with hip hop all season. VH1, how I honor greatness. Rap is life, how we keep me breathing. Like first cousin, how we relate. Do it for my peeps, every chance I get, I try to break through. Yes, sir. I do the same for you, but you wanna shoot. Watch the boys in blue, watch the cops. You fear what you don't know. You hear but you ain't listening. I see what you players missing. Motivation to get though. Let me burn it in your head permanent, like you in your mama's kitchen. Complaining gets you nowhere, but Benson substituted. Take the game from Coach Fight till you leave here. Even if it's 3-1, battle like a cavalier. Akachi Nation, God lead. You would think I'm righteous. Black lines, my alliance. Promise they ain't going like this. Hey.
All right, we're back on the air for the Urban Youth Project. Again, I'm Selena Coleman.
And I am Vanessa Jones.
Proper Chris Neal here.
And y'all been listening to Akachi Dale, baby. That's me.
Hey.
Back to school.
Yeah, but now our next subject we're going to talk about is back to school. Back to school. I'm sure you two youngsters can speak on back to school. Y'all just graduating and all this cool.
Hey.
16, 17 or something older, y'all.
You know it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a senior back at school and an 8th grader. So, it's been fun. It's been fun. And also seeing my grandson back into not back into, but into the 1st grade, all the little kids going back with their backpacks and their lunches and their school supplies and all the little artwork that we got
into. He didn't pass the 1st grade.
Well, that's why I said not back into. He just started in the 1st grade.
Yeah.
So
he came from 0 grade, so now he's on 1.
Now he's on 1.
He's on track.
That's cool.
We got to talk about how fair these stores are, I suppose, with the school supplies, so on and so forth, because I consider it fairly reasonable. I think it's pretty okay to get notebooks, pencils, pens, binders. Staples, actually. So I went to Staples, and it was pretty fair.
Absolutely.
By me. So shout out to Staples, I suppose.
I used to get school supplies. I remember being like 10 cents, 14 cents.
I just don't remember paying for them at all. I just had them. My parents I'm paying for them.
Now you guys know why we were saying quit tearing up that and writing on that notebook paper.
I think it's fairly reasonable, though. And my kids are taking care of them, I suppose. I think it's okay.
Definitely. Well, my 8th grader is an artist, so she uses all her papers and her pencils. She's good with schoolwork, so I can't complain on that. But she's always drawing a tiger or a lion or a panda or something in her notebook. She's actually really good, so I can't complain with that.
Can't complain.
So what's some of your takes on back to school?
Well, I haven't had to be worried about back to school for some time now. So
there you go.
I'm just glad the kids be in school, so ain't no hollering outside no more.
No hollering outside no more. No one's showing up.
And they're going to be in bed by 8:30.
No one's hospitalized.
I say
due to
hopefully.
boredom.
Hopefully.
Right?
Put the tablets up. Good night. No more finding Pokemon.
There you go.
My
Kids actually
grandson
find
like, Grandma, my
some
bedtime is
responsibility in
10
going back and
o'clock.
forth to school.
I'm
so
like, no,
that's-
your bedtime is not 10 o'clock. He's like, yes, it is. It's 10 o'clock. Ask my mama.
That's my mama.
On
That
the
was
school
summertime. That was summertime.
Oh, really, Sky?
So y'all feel like that's a necessity, huh?
Yeah, you got to get your sleep
You got to
in.
get your rest.
You got to get your rest.
You
Because
will
if
not
not,
function properly.
or you're
when
going to be like
wake up.
this in the morning. I'm
Or they
tired.
gonna think you got ADD when you get to class.
Or people gonna think you slow. There you go.
Like that.
You will be slow.
You will be slow indeed.
Definitely,
So,
definitely.
Absolutely. Back to school is
Uniforms
fun.
is something else.
Back to structure. That's
Yeah.
what that is.
Well, you know what? That's kind of ironic because I left the Long Beach Unified where everything was uniforms, and in Antelope Valley they don't have uniforms. So they have their school attire, so you can't wear the ripped jeans, even though you buy them ripped.
Right. You can buy them, but you can't wear them here.
Yeah. You can't wear the ripped jeans.
That's an interesting setup.
You can't wear offensive slogos on your shirt, but of course not. You shouldn't be wearing offensive slogos on your shirt anyway. So I'm with that. The earring thing gets me though.
Yeah, no hoops.
No hoops. Well, they're in middle school, so it can't be bigger than a quarter. So my daughter, we went to this dance class, and she's like, "You're out of dress code." I said, "Excuse me, I'm grown."
Uh-oh. Did they say that to you?
She's like, "But Mom, you can't do the dance class with those big earrings." I said,
That's
"Of
true.
course I can. Of
Now,
course
you
I
setting
can."
a bad example on this code.
That's
now,
a bad
exercise certain
Bad
characteristics, and
example. You
with,
was supposed to
what,
say,
a half
"Baby,
dollar
I'm
in
gonna
your
go
ear.
get right."
Okay.
She
You
want to
go
teach
with
the
a
kids to
50
be
cent piece in your
rebellious.
ear.
Really, but
Fair.
you know, I am grown, and so,
True.
but I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, we all gonna be out of dress code because when you looked at all the adults, everybody had big hoop earrings, and they was way bigger than a quarter. So that was kind of funny to me.
So okay, and so out here in the Antelope Valley, that's where you are, Antelope Valley.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Seeing any
are they
antelopes?
big on jerseys? Like is it like specific teams you can't
oh
wear?
no, you can wear any jersey in Antelope
Because
Valley.
when I was going to school, it was like specific teams you couldn't wear and stuff like
Well, it
that.
depends on what county. You said Antelope Valley. Is that where you went to school?
No, absolutely
No.
not.
Okay.
And this is what I wanted to see.
on where you're going to school.
But Antelope Valley is also LA County. But you
Right,
know,
right.
I know you went to school in Long Beach, and part of that reasoning was jerseys was connected to gangs, and
Right.
so
Right.
they didn't want it to be any gang.
And that's what I was trying to see. Is there something like that going on out there? It's not really.
You know, they got their gangs.
It's not too heavy.
Not so much.
Nah,
Not so much.
they're exported gangs. They exported from down the hill to up the hill.
Okay.
So every gang you got down
Runaways,
the hill, you
right.
got up the hill. It's
Right.
just in a smaller version. So you got 10 people from every set, down the hill, up the hill. So
10
you
people,
know,
huh?
that's
Oh, okay.
And I might be a little heavy with the 10. It might only be 5 or 6.
So that's a little optimistic on the
But-
10. Okay. That's okay, though.
yeah.
That's fair.
But definitely we need more programs for the kids in school. You know, we need homework programs. We need after school
A little
programs.
too hot out there to gang bang 102 degrees.
Well, I'm not sure we need as many programs as we need to spend as much time with our own kids. After school programs are good to a certain degree, I suppose, but we can spend a bit more time with our children. I think that will work out in the end as well.
We all spend time with our kids, but you got to remember this. We have working parents, and the
Understood.
working parents, sometimes they're not able to spend as much time with the children, with their homework and with their projects. And so we do need after school programs to help the kids with that for the working parents, and especially the single working parents. I was blessed not to be a single working parent.
Right.
You know, I've been married, in a couple of days, 11 days will be 26 years for me.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
thank you. I've been blessed.
Blessed.
I've been blessed. So even when I worked, I had either my husband, he always helped with homework and projects and that type of stuff.
He
and
found
so,
time.
Definitely. But now that he works 10-hour days, it ain't as easy. Now,
Absolutely.
we're blessed that our 8-year-old reads at a second year college level, so she doesn't need as much help. But when your reading level is not where it should be or not as high as it could be, you need a little more help.
Right.
And it's sometimes parents are so overwhelmed with other stuff, they don't actually have the patience to to help the child.
Understood.
But then we also have those parents that do have the time.
And those are
and
the
they're not
kids, supposedly.
Yeah, they're more happy with the kid being on the tablet and don't bother me.
Right.
And that's the interaction we're talking about with those kids. The parents need to be more in tune with their activities.
Absolutely.
I agree. I started out that type of parent.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'd rather see my kid playing the video games than bothering me. But I was a teenage parent. I had my second child at 17. So, of course, I was still a kid myself trying to grow to be a parent. And when you don't have the knowledge of being mature, then you want to do your own thing. And sometimes your own thing is not being worried about your kids. And part of that is the reason our society is the way it is. We had a lot of young parents, and we had a lot of parents not parenting, like Anessa said last week, through the crack generation, you know.
Right.
Or we had a lot of crack babies that were born, and now it was hard for them to comprehend because their mind came out. Let me change that. They were born addicted. Right. And so it made hard for the growth for them. And now those same kids are parents.
Right.
So it's hard for them to parent because they didn't have parenting they didn't have parenting structure as they were growing. Right. And so
but we have to give the kudos to the ones that did.
Definitely.
Gotta give the kudos
because I
to the
know
ones
a
that
group
did.
of kids that come from that exact household and that exact upbringing, and it was rough for them as kids, and as they got to be adults, I see a total difference. They want to do something totally different, and they are doing something different. They're in their kids' lives. Toot has his own little bully puppies, the little dog puppies.
Definitely.
And he's a nice success right now, and he comes from that background. So don't feel like because you come from that type of family structure that you're doomed and there's no hope.
Right.
Because as long as you dream and you know you can dream and you know you can do this and you can be anything that you want,
absolutely,
you can do that.
And
I've seen it done.
Definitely. And my hat is off to all of those same parents, young parents that got their stuff together and know what they want for their kids and know that they want better. Whether you're a single parent or a two-parent home, thank you for parenting. And
because I was a single
parent.
If you're a single
parent, go find that man. or go find that woman.
Yeah.
Or that village, per se.
Okay, or go find that family. So, yeah, exactly. Because that is technically unfair. I don't think that's
and that would bring us into the importance of family.
Right.
Right, that makes sense.
That brings us to the importance of family.
Well,
and if he so happens to be incarcerated, then we definitely need to touch on how we need all of our people out of incarceration as well.
Right.
Definitely.
And whoever's listening
and we need all of our people
we need to get together with the next person that has a little bit of power. So we
stay away
got
from
a lot
things
of power, so
get
we
us
can
incarcerated.
move our people.
Yeah, but some of the things that get us
unfair.
incarcerated is not fair or not just either. So I say our justice is not the same as everyone else's justice. And when I say our justice, I'm talking about the African American people. The black people in America, our justice is not the same, and it hasn't been the same. Right. What I went to jail for, if it was a white female in the same situation, she wouldn't have went to jail. The police wouldn't have arrested her.
That's
they
not
wouldn't
fair.
have. No, it's not.
That's not fair whatsoever.
I do know that's life. And so with that said, we can't blame everybody who's behind bars because it's not always their fault. And to be honest with you, my personal opinion is we should be doing more rehabilitation than locking people up because
I agree.
Majority of our people are locked up behind drugs.
Right.
And
economic dysfunction.
One thing I was told when I was younger, my grandpa always said, man, nobody in jail belongs there. Let them tell it. Man, I ain't supposed to be here. Man, they just got, man, I ain't, this is my grandpa always told me. Nobody in jail is supposed to be right. Yeah. Nobody
did it.
So his whole thing to me was, man, I don't want to hear none of that excuses stuff. You go to jail, that is on you. I don't come visit. I don't come do. I never went to jail. I never said curse words. This is the stuff to me. So he was saying if he didn't go through it, I definitely don't have to do that.
But that goes again back to what Selena was saying. The crack epidemic, so on and so forth. He may have been before that.
He was
okay, so he may not have been influenced by that.
Exactly.
So just
well,
just
I grew up in the crack epidemic. It was in my household, so that's what helped me. If I knew my people was very strong and they couldn't beat it, why I'ma try?
Right.
So it's
hey,
like,
you know what? I think I felt the same way.
right. I see you out there bathing in the dirt, and that's not the tub.
Why do I
I'm
think
not
I
gonna
can
join
beat
you
it?
with that. No.
I think I felt the same
So
way.
you know, a lot of some people like to use excuses. There's no excuse.
Okay.
You know right from wrong.
True.
Definitely.
You know, we can say no, it's not. We already know they're not fair to us, so that's why I doubly wasn't gonna do nothing wrong.
Right.
Because I know they're gonna throw the book at me.
You know they
so
gonna throw
why
the
am I gonna test my luck?
Right.
No.
They wrote the book versus you.
Exactly.
Well,
so
okay.
I'm gonna
I
take
can't-
the narrow lane.
And I can't necessarily say they wrote the book for me. I just think when they wrote the book, it didn't pertain to me at all.
Exactly.
Okay,
Right.
there
When
you
they
go.
wrote the
There
book,
it is.
It didn't have nothing.
It didn't have anything to do with you, right? There you go.
And now we trying to abide by these laws, but when these laws was being made, we was shackled up. And
Right,
being
and didn't have
cut.
anything to do with us.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I got two things to say on that. I want to thank your grandfather for teaching you some good things because,
There you
you
go.
know, I
Well,
cuss.
it didn't stop him from getting on that train without paying.
Right,
Remember
okay.
last
I mean,
episode?
yeah.
I
teach you
knew
that.
better.
Yeah,
right.
I chose
Supposed
not
to learn
do
that.
better.
Okay. And secondly, I was all in it. So I had 7 brothers. I got to see what they did and what they didn't do. Thank God I never got on drugs like that, but I was all in it. So for me, that era was my era. It was part of what made me. But at the same time, it's also why I feel like I need to rectify some wrongs that are in our society because, no, I didn't have a plane to bring the drugs over. No, I didn't have a boat to bring the drugs over. But that's how I ate. And I wasn't ashamed of that. And did I know it was wrong? Yes. Did I think about it? No, I didn't think about it. And the reason I didn't think about it is because that's how I was eating. Right. And when you're hungry and you need food, you're going to eat the way you eat. So, no, I'm not out there condoning all that and thinking it's the good thing because I see everybody being locked up. But I also know for a fact that drugs, instead of incarcerating them, we can rehabilitate them. I have a brother who's in jail right now. He took a deal for 1 year. He was clean for 7 years, and then he went on this binge and started getting high again, and he lost his house, his wife. You know, now he's back in jail.
So it looks like we have a nice scenario of 2 women of the same era.
Exactly.
That took 2 different roads.
Right. That took 2
Because I grew up around them. I can get me a coffee pot out and make me up some stuff. But
Right.
no.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't
Don't
happening.
do the crime if you can't do the
If
time.
you don't want to do the time,
Right.
then
But
that's a good.
With that, I was blessed. So we're going to go ahead and take another break right now, and we'll come back and we'll be on something a little different. But welcome to Back to School.
Welcome back to school.
Hey,
Back to school, kids.
come on, man. I woke up like this. Excuse my character.
Yeah.
You better know it. Yeah, man. But don't worry about that. Tiny Hood, we in the building. Who I am. Kachi Dill out here,
Black
baby.
Lines.
Black Lines. Kachi Dill. Lego. Hey. Lego. Too much going on in this streets, man. My people. Hey, people don't understand. I'm looking at their eyes. I'm looking scared. Look, and it don't make me feel alright. Look, man, I've been holding it down for way too long. Come on. I let you boys sit and sing them sad songs. Nobody really cares until it hit they home. Oh, now you about that life. Where was you a week ago? These people don't move me. We all die eventually. The question is, what you gonna do in between? Come on. Time waits for no man, so get with the program. My people bomb first or be murdered cold-blooded. Don't take the game from me. Just turn on the TV. A war's going on. We losing in these streets. Open your eyes. Eat or be lunch meat. I explain the rules so simple. Stand as a family or fall individual. Was schooled by the greats. Dr. Wilson, Brother Umar, but nobody I relate to better than my father. He make it look so easy. Most of y'all is crybabies. In the projects 50 years. So tell me what your problem is. Whites killing blacks? Yeah, I understand that. I get it. This is what happens when the enemy attacks. Now, do you swing back or ask for respect? Men take what they want. Boys get what they can get. I ain't asking for no justice. I ain't looking looking for no peace. No. My people, it is just us out here in these streets. Yeah. Understand that quick. Too much time wasted talking. Get my people on the same page, never mind backing off. Hey. But it's all hood. In a week or so, y'all all will be back Hollywood. When you get to work, your white friends will help you Oreos understand. Slavery is over. Yeah. We moved on from that chapter. Yeah. Not just the black ones, all lives matter. Man, you know how them folks talk, trying to make it like they took a loss. Everybody is equal. We the only ones getting knocked off. I see through them white lines. You boys better knock it off. We the wolves, them black lines. We taking back our pride. Rock. Yeah. Hey, straight like that, baby. Straight like that. Straight like that. Yeah. I know some might be a little emotional at what's going on. Of course. And others might be numb to it. Such as myself. It only makes sense. It happens way too often. As a matter of fact, it was happening before we was here. The thing is, what's that? Are we gonna let it keep going on? Hey. Or do we swing back? I mean, what you gonna do?
All right, we're back again with the Urban Youth Project. Again, my name is Selena Coleman.
Welcome. Anessa Jones here.
Proper Chris in the flesh.
Akachi Dale. Stay tuned.
That was the music you was listening to. Like last week, we blew them out the water. We blowing out some different songs this week. So
every week, Akachi Dale.
All right, next up, we done with our bibliographies around here.
Right, okay.
Now we're going to talk about Kevin Hart getting married. The little man done came up again.
The little man came up again.
The little man came up.
I would say so. Okay, Iniku.
Go Kevin Hart. Go ahead.
I believe her name is Iniko or Iniku.
Okay. Well, congratulations to Kevin Hart.
And Ray J as well.
Oh, yeah. Ray J and Princess. I think that's her name. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Looked like she lost a little bit of weight. I don't know what's happening over there.
Princess?
Yes.
Well, you know, she had a baby prior, so she was a little bigger when she had the baby.
Ray J had a baby?
Okay, well, she needs to have another baby if that's the case.
Well, I guess it would be his baby.
Oh, no, my bad.
Just got married.
I'm not sure. Uh-oh. Did Ray J know that?
Nah.
I don't know this information.
Well, Ray J, she had another baby prior to you.
No.
Prior to the wedding, Ray J.
Baby fat. It might not be, but yeah. Well, congratulations to Princess and Ray J.
Congratulations, Ray J.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did y'all actually take a look at Kevin Hart, little picture of him and his wife when they was married?
And that's why I say congratulations. Actually, yeah, they look fantastic.
She's beautiful.
I mean, of course.
I think she's an attractive woman for sure.
Oh yeah, her dress is cute too.
It's like those pictures in the back of the magazine. What's wrong with this picture?
Let me see. Let me check it out.
But you know, Kevin Hart likes to exercise perfection.
Keep in mind, she's like
he wouldn't have publicly married anyone.
She like 6 feet.
If she had issues.
Keep in mind, kiss at the knees.
So did he have some?
Oh wow!
Some shoes on like Prince? Did he have on some?
Oh yeah, he had the high boots.
High heel boots,
like
he had
6 inches.
This was a comedy wedding.
You know, baggy jeans.
No, that just means he was like standing way up there or something.
Oh yeah,
and everybody else was
standing a couple yards in front of her. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he get on the box? Maybe he got on a box. No, just
right.
Or she may be short as well.
But no, that's a good thing. Marriage is a wonderful thing.
Marriage is a wonderful thing.
Right.
And that's my bad. It was Marion's girlfriend who was pregnant, so I got them mixed up. So my bad. She the one who had the baby. So
she lost a significant amount of weight.
Shout out to Amarion and his
Shout out to Amarion and his woman because they're married as well.
Are they? I didn't know that.
I believe that they are together as well.
They're together too.
Looks like none of these people check their facts.
Shout that out.
I try to stay tuned. I try to stay up.
Yeah.
Well, what's that Love and Hip Hop stuff? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop.
I'm not sure
Hollywood.
What show that is.
That's
Hollywood. Yeah, that was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So what is? Where is the love or the hip hop in this Hollywood stuff that y'all
in the
be
show
watching?
that we're,
well, you know what?
It doesn't exist. It should be love and drama.
Okay, so it should just be drama and drama.
It should be drama.
And drama?
And drama. I agree.
Drama.
I don't see too much love in it, and I don't see too much hip hop.
Hip hop. That's what I try to check for. Where's the love in hip hop?
Because when I started watching it, I thought I was about to see some bomb music. Hear some bomb music being made.
Up and coming artists coming out.
Definitely. So when I thought hip hop, I just straight thought music. Mm-hmm. And I only started watching it because of the Love and Basketball. And Sky had one of her songs on that on the first episode of Love and Basketball. So I mean,
but I'm sorry, is that an episode?
Basketball Wives. I'm sorry, Basketball Wives. Okay. And so it was all little reality. Took you from one to the other.
I had a mental thought.
I was like, Love and Basketball. I love that movie.
That's my movie for sure.
Correction.
McCall.
I had a self-thought.
Basketball Wives. Basketball Wives. Yeah.
That's a nice show too. I like Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
You know what? But in that show, I don't think that they're actually married to the athletes either. So there's
Of course not.
No, it should be ex-wives and
basketball
ex-wives.
That's more appropriate.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie Christie's still married.
Oh, you're right. That's the
They're
only
married
one.
there, yeah.
Example
It may
of
be
a married
right.
couple. You know?
He came on like what, 4th season or something like that. So prior to
Way
that,
later.
No, she
Way
irritated
later.
my reserve nerves. I don't know
I think
when
it's
she
trickery.
came on.
I think it's trickery.
it should have been side chicks, really.
Between
Side
Jackie-
chicks in Hollywood.
I would have watched. Okay, same amount of people would have tuned in.
Yeah.
Same degree of
Maybe
marketing
even
they
a
would've
little
tuned
more
in.
because they want to know who the side
Who's
chick
the side
is.
chick?
I mean, well,
It's the
I can
actual
honestly
role of a
say,
side
I can
chick.
honestly say, since we speaking on it, I haven't watched reality shows since Ray J's went off.
Since Ray J's went off, right?
Ray J had
This
some,
was
or
pretty
Flavor
entertaining, too. That's
Flav.
why
I
we
think
brought
he
him
had a
up.
good one too.
And Flavor
Oh,
Flav.
wow.
No, Flavor Flav. I think that was
Not
the introduction
Flavor
to
Flav.
That was
reality
to
shows.
all this stuff, right?
At least
Yeah,
to this
yeah.
degree.
Boy.
Exactly. You know, he had about 10 women all loving him.
Yeah.
That
Wait, you talking
that
about
was
Flavor
entertaining
Flav, right?
there. Flavor Flav. That was
Exactly.
It was lying.
It was hilarious. This was like real funny. as
Me
shit.
personally, it had to be about the money because he ugly with an oogly in it.
isn't
Yeah, ugly, but he might got an anaconda.
He's not traditionally attractive.
Gotcha.
Shout out Flavor Flav.
Shout out to that man. Shout out to Flavor
There's
Flav.
pretty roaches
Yeah.
out there.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
Got nice tentacles.
To the masses.
All right,
I mean,
all
but speaking
right.
on that, I mean,
How did y'all liking these Olympics?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Pretty
Loving
fair.
making
loving
history.
it.
The
Yes.
first black African swimmer, Simone.
Exactly.
Simone
exactly.
swim.
Both the Simones. They
Okay.
probably telling these people how you like our nappy heads now.
They may
Exactly.
not have that attitude.
Man, our nappy hair got gold, baby.
Gold.
Familiar
Yes.
with gold. Though. Familiar with gold for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
enjoying it. I love the flipping. I love it all.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't kind of like Gabby in the stands, though. She wasn't too supportive.
You know what? That was so
Is that
funny.
the young African girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you mean by supportive?
Because when Simone did her little act and everything, everybody was, yeah, she was.
Oh, she gave the golf clap.
Wait a minute. Before she even gave the golf clap, she had a frown on her face, and not
Yeah.
until she noticed the camera was she clapping.
Did she start golf clapping?
Well, you know,
Yeah.
Well, she's young, isn't she? I mean, come on now.
absolutely.
Well,
Competition
she
is
was,
competition.
used to be
And she
champ.
may be in the zone, being in that environment.
Now,
and competition is competition. I agree.
She wasn't competing. She's back up.
Yeah, I think last
Well,
Olympics she was.
She was support.
Better
and
clap
she
next
was not
time, Gabby.
supporting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next time.
Clap
Gabby.
next time,
Show some
Gabby.
support, I suppose.
We're not on your hair. We're on you, Gabby.
Yeah. Well, you know, last Olympics she was the one, and so now you're not the one. You're
Now, what happened with
second.
that? Was she invited? Did she?
No,
go?
I
Did
think
she
what happened with that
She made
was
the backup team. She made a lot of errors and didn't qualify.
I think what happened with
Oh.
that was the same thing that has been going on for a long time now. They make this one single black person feel like they the best and better than everybody, and then once it's time for them to be as a team, they don't know how to do that because their whole life they've been told, no, it's you did it, you the best.
Okay.
Now when they see somebody else doing it, it's like, wait, I thought I was the best. Why y'all clapping for them?
Right.
It's like a
But that's not necessary. To any level. I don't think that's a good approach at anything. So
What do you mean?
I think it would be best to show support because you would appreciate the support being
Of
shown.
course,
Exactly.
of course.
That's just
But
not
if
a
they
good
patting you on your back saying you the money team, you Money Mayweather, and then all of a sudden they clapping for the Mexican homie that's winning over here, you gonna be like, wait, I thought I was Money Mayweather. Why y'all on here? Like that?
No, because if you use that example, I don't think Money Mayweather would actually feel that way. I think he would show up to support, wherever he's from, a Laker game and so on and so forth. If they're
Money
giving
Mayweather
giving
hasn't showed up on
I haven't
numerous
seen him.
occasions.
No,
Okay,
I haven't seen him showing up.
I be watching Money. You feel me?
But
He all about the
based
money.
on how he introduced his personality and his presence to me, I see him as a fair guy, at least.
Absolutely.
We discussed that
I
last
don't,
week.
because he
you know?
keep being on Facebook talking about like this picture and you can get
And
this.
you can get some
And
money. I'm
I
not
ain't
sure
got
if-
my money
I'm not sure if
yet.
that's
That's
marketing.
nothing,
I
right?
keep
that's fair
liking
marketing.
and posting and sharing your stuff, and you ain't sent my cash.
And you ain't sent the
I don't
money.
think that's
okay.
Mayweather posting all that.
I think that's
it's
marketing.
him.
Yes,
He's a
that's
tease.
marketing.
That's
Yeah,
marketing, and that's a clever way to market, I think.
No, that's a good
Definitely.
thing.
I
That's a good
unfriended him. He ain't my friend no more on Facebook. You've been
He don't get back. He's
unfriended.
not
But
giving
you know
back.
what? You're going to tune in to the next Mayweather fight.
I bet I
provided
won't.
provided.
I don't think I watched the last 3 Mayweather fights.
I don't think I watched none.
All of them. So maybe we have a different.
Is he retired?
Absolutely.
He should be retired officially.
Okay.
But a lot of people come out of retirement for
Definitely,
the sake of money and so on.
For the sake of money.
For the sake of money. Yeah.
For the sake
A lot of people took a L for the sake of money.
A lot of people take a loss for the sake of money.
Right. But I was going to say before everybody kept cutting me off.
What were you wanting to say, young lady?
It comes back to what we discussed last week about team.
Okay.
There's no I in team. There's no YOU in team. Team is about the team.
Right.
And so if you're a team player, whether you like what your teammate did or you didn't like what your teammate did, you're supposed to support
completely
and
agree
cheer
with that.
because that's your team.
That's one thing I liked about the Doc Rivers Boston Celtics. Regardless of what used to go on that
Break them
basketball
up.
court,
Baby
they
Jesus.
always came together.
But you know what?
We're gonna put
They have
you
to break
out.
them
We
up.
don't like. I'm a Laker fan.
You said you're a what fan?
I'm a Laker
But if you're a
fan,
fan
yeah.
of basketball, then they had to break them up because that team was.
Well, I was a
gonna
fan
be
of Gary
unstoppable.
They were gonna keep
No, they were
winning.
unstoppable.
They're gonna keep
Magic
winning.
They were going to keep
Johnson.
winning.
I'm not a
Michael
fan
Cooper.
of basketball. I'm not a fan of football. I'm a Laker fan and I'm a Cowboy fan.
So is the Lakers finished or is they done?
Oh no, they coming back. They coming back.
Lakers finished or is they
They'll be
Nah,
done?
back
nah,
in
nah.
20 years.
Yeah,
Come back in 20 years.
They
Okay,
they
well.
gonna do the stuff. They gonna do the stuff.
I ain't mad at
Sure,
that.
I'm
About
not
the
too sure about that,
NFL
actually. I'm not too sure about that.
preseason. Y'all
Oh yeah,
catch
it
them
was.
games?
It was in the NFL yesterday, right?
Yeah.
The LA Rams came back to Los Angeles for the
Yeah.
first
Shout
time.
out to Los
I suppose,
Angeles
right?
Rams.
Yeah,
Angeles
and
Rams,
I'll
they're
just
back.
say their fifth string was better than our seventh string. That's why they beat the Cowboys, but it's okay.
Oh, did they win?
So they won too.
So they won.
Yeah,
That's
shout out to
fantastic.
Rain, and they at the expense of the
I
Cowboys.
even think the
There you go.
Raiders won.
Heard me say that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
but-
Tony Romo playing?
Of course not.
Oh, okay, may as well have been.
Of course not. No.
Sure.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Raiders and the Jets. My nephew Brandon played yesterday. His little first scrimmage
Oh, the youth
football
team.
game.
Yeah, shout out to Raiders and
Shout
the
out
Jets.
to the youth
What's
out
that?
there.
The Inglewood.
Definitely.
Inglewood Jets, yes.
Hey, Inglewood, let's give a shout out to all the Pop Warner players and the Junior All-American football players out there. I know it's a lot of work for the parents, the coaches, the organization. I know because I used to be the president of the Long Beach Stars.
Absolutely.
Now they
I've
the
been
Long
playing
Beach
for a long
Browns. So
time.
heads up and a extra shout out to the Long Beach Browns and Junior All-American. Or OCJEF, excuse me, the short term for that.
Right.
OCJEF.
Shout out to all the youth players, baby. I know
Youth
my
from the
boy
Long
Chris.
Beach Browns,
I know my boy
all the way
Chris
to the
got
Corona
yeah,
Chargers.
exactly. His young
they're
boy is
out
playing
there
in some
too.
sports right now.
So he's on the Chargers. So he's part of OCJEF also, Orange County Junior All-American Football League?
No, that's actually not Orange County. Actually, that's a little further out. That's in Riverside County.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually not even familiar with OCJEF. That sounds interesting, but I'm not even familiar with it.
Well, OCJEF,
No,
it started at Orange County. It started as an
introduce
Orange
that to
County organization, and they brought in LA County chapters.
Okay.
And so I want to say 96, I put Long Beach on the map and made them the 25th city. So
Okay.
whoop, whoop to that.
Whoop,
Whoa,
whoop.
whoa.
All right, all
That's
right.
fancy right there. And let's coach these boys right. I mean,
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of football. That was, I believe, my second love past my parents and my family,
Okay,
so
okay.
on and so forth. So
Better than me.
Let's
I
coach these
loved
boys
sports
right.
first,
You
and
love
then
this-
my parents.
Okay, you got it backwards. man.
And then I wanted to breathe and do all that other
Introduced
cool
you
He
stuff.
ain't lying.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then I fell in love with football. So shout out to the coaches. Hopefully they're doing a pretty good job. I know the Corona Chargers are. You said the Long Beach Browns.
Yeah, Long Beach Browns.
Long Beach Browns.
Okay.
These Browns.
Yeah.
I used to play. Shout out Van Ness Park. I used to play for Van Ness Park all the way
That's
growing
right,
up.
that's right.
Basketball,
To Van Ness
baseball,
Park.
and football.
They're still around.
Played. I was
still
doing my
around.
thing.
They're still around out
Going
there.
to work.
So is it Van Ness Park where they had the Green Bay Packers?
No, I was. Well, they may have had the Packers. I never played for the Packers. I was the Bears, the Falcons, and the Chargers.
Oh yeah, that was the same organization. That's actually where we started playing. They all changed from all the different teams to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh,
And so
okay.
that's actually a OCJEF league.
Oh,
So
okay.
that
Probably
wasn't Pop
later on.
Warner.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
There's
I was-
OCJEF again.
There
Okay,
it is.
well,
shout
There
out
it
to OCJEF.
is.
OCJEF just popping up everywhere.
Shout out to OCJEF, I suppose.
OCJEF, baby.
There you are. There you
And
are.
Dr. Sebi.
Well, we're going to take a break, and then when we come back from this break, we're going to speak on my main man, Dr. Sebi, resting
Dr.
in
Sebi.
peace. Definitely.
Why not?
All right, good information. So
Black line. Get 'em, baby. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, they leave me no choice. Look, I had to do it. Who better for it than yours truly? Give it to them. They really want it. Easy influence. Cube Vision on Fridays, making a movie. Back to back every week. Pop quiz for you students. I'm really out here, focused to stay, of course. Full court press, treat rapping like it's a sport. Bullying you niggas, LeBron up in the fourth. Just throw the beat up, I catch it after the course. See myself as the best, nothing less, nothing more than the God in training, my young boy. Prepare for the worst, that's how my city made me. Sunny days bring black clouds, you trying to play me. Maybe I'm a little bipolar, got half a cold heart from having the whole world on my shoulder. But I'm an easygoing guy, just don't cross my lines, and I won't have to dot them I's. Basic rules for life as long as you do it well. And any advice you need, just ask Dell. Plan to keep winning, climbing to the top, gotta keep on grinding till I'm resting in a box. Even after that, I'm probably turning in my grave, upset with the way music is going nowadays. Pac talked to me in my sleep, he said, Dale, go get them, don't let these suckers sell all these dreams. So picture me rolling, bump it, hit them up. Call for the niggas like me, ready to jump. Black Lions, we all down for the cause. Ain't no one-man show, we know opposition, dawg. Step on the field if you want, get your neck broke. My hitters don't stop for whistles, go beast mode. They don't really want me to win, like the Cavs, boy. What I'ma do is hit you with another one, DJ Khaled voice. What up, Khaled, baby? They don't want us to win. They don't want us to win. They don't want me to have a freestyle every week. They don't want me to keep banging them in their head. Oh my God. So what I'ma do is, you gonna do, D? I'ma keep going hard, baby.
Exactly.
Keep going hard, baby. Keep going hard. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to win.
They don't want us to have a bigger pool than Kanye. They don't want that.
Let's stop focusing
I
on
don't
that.
either because I don't swim.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let's stop focusing
I
on that.
swim and I'm working on it.
I'm mad at
working
that.
on it. I want
What
a
do we
pool.
want?
I want an indoor pool, matter of fact, in my house so I could go swimming
There
year
you
round
go.
when it's
Yeah,
cold and hot.
I want a pyramid. That's what I want.
You want.
I want a pyramid.
I live in a pyramid.
Yes,
huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
I've never lived in a pyramid. That sounds interesting.
Right. This is something I would.
Pyramid.
Yeah.
You trying
I
to go to
just
Vegas
wanna
and get in the
live.
Luxor? 'Cause you
Absolutely
said a
not. I
pyramid.
go a little further than Vegas.
'Cause I've been there.
I've been there too. I've been in that pyramid.
Got the little European faces all up there over there too.
Yeah.
Chris Angel, so on and so forth.
Jumping off buildings, right?
Yeah. Well, you
That's
know
not
what?
the
I
pyramid
didn't
I'm
see
talking
no
about.
European faces in the pyramid. I seen everything was made of sand and
When I went
Put a
this
little-
recent, I just went a couple months ago, and I was looking at all the little pyramids, the faces they had outside. Everybody had a European face, a face looking like somebody else.
The structure.
I was like, yeah, what is this? Everybody was light. The sand was light. I was like, where
yeah,
they get
it
the
was-
sand from? What
right,
business
right,
is
right.
this?
But
Yeah,
you
they
know
was
what?
made
People
with
are
sand.
free
They was
to
made
do
with
what
sand.
they want to do
Absolutely.
Definitely.
with
Absolutely.
their lives, and if they want to paint themselves black with white structure, so be it.
Didn't let them do it.
Oh shoot! You know,
Hey,
all this plastic
in that
surgery
case-
going on.
In that
That's
case,
all.
like, yeah,
In that
Just don't
case,
have those
well, they
desires
didn't have
and
elevators; they had
aspirations.
incubators
There you are.
okay.
because they went up like to the pyramid up to
In
the
the
top.
pyramids,
Right.
traditionally, right?
Right.
Okay, so they're,
I'm like,
so they're trying.
They're trying.
They're trying.
Yeah.
Okay. So no
But-
problem.
all right, Dr.
Only
Sabai
pyramid I
Dr.
seen.
Sebi.
Oh, Dr.
Sebi.
Sebi. Dr.
Yeah.
Sebi.
Dr.
Just
Sebi,
messed him up.
who's, no longer here.
Rest in peace, Dr. Sebi.
Rest in peace.
Dr. Sebi was a good man. Dr. Sebi was a good man to our community.
He was a good man to the young community. I'm not sure what he did to the older community. Or
Well, I
how
mean,
he
he's pretty
influenced
much older than us. Dr. Sebi
I hope
cured
he is
cancer and
older than
AIDS
you.
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
the cure.
No,
cures and
not
the-
a cure because we still got it.
We don't. Now that he's dead, they're going to try to say, oh, we have all these cures and things now. But we have been had it already.
And plus, what he did wasn't so much cure it, and I do understand what you're saying. He found the route to take to cure it, and they understand that he has an understanding of the route to take to cure it. That's what he did.
So you're saying it's a possibility for cures for cancer because we know.
No,
as
he's
a-
actually
He's
cured
cured
cancer. This is what I'm
cancer,
saying.
and
He's done these
cured
things.
these
He didn't
things.
take a route. He
just
did it.
didn't circumnavigate the globe
Did he-
and cure it from humanity.
He didn't do that. He didn't
He
do
didn't
that.
do that, and I don't think
He didn't do that.
they allowed him to do that, and I
Right.
think they would actually have to allow him into their society versus him just going from society to society curing people. I don't
Because then he would be Jesus.
then he would be.
I mean, then
And
yeah, that
they would have to respect him
Right.
as such
As-
and as
yeah.
so. And I don't think that
Then they would have had
they're
to kill
prepared
him.
to do that.
No, this is what happened. Well,
Well,
you know, he's dead.
He died.
Yeah, I'm not going to go as far as to say they.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
and
to
geez,
have
I
a-
never put that together that way, and that actually is unfortunate. They would probably respect him to that degree, and he's African or he's from Honduras, so
Right.
he's black.
And his whole message was, they asking me this stuff, And I'm the dumbest of my people. And I know this stuff. This was his whole thing.
Right.
Man, I'm the dumbest of my people.
Right.
My people is so smart. If they ever knew this stuff,
Right.
man, this is all natural stuff. He was going outside finding stuff to cure with plants and
Right.
all natural remedies. Everything
He
did
didn't
was
wake up
natural
one day. He
remedies.
was taught, is what he's saying.
Of course. Of
He was
course.
taught.
Well, we do know holistic approaches to things are much better than the pharmaceutical approach. And, with today's technology, I'll give you an example. The cannabis, I watched this show called Weedakit where this little kid was having 52 seizures a day, and they gave the little baby some cannabis oils, and it knocked down her seizures from 52 a day to like 3 and 4 a day. And after a week of being on this cannabis oil, she was seizure free. And so, of course, the pharmaceutical companies don't want us to go and treat people with holistic stuff, because then their pockets would become short again.
Then there's no need for medicine.
They'd be over here with us, and they'd understand what we're talking about.
Right.
To a greater
Right.
degree,
Exactly.
And I want to understand that. But shout out to cannabis if that's what's happening. I don't watch much of the media, but I do think I saw that story for some odd reason. So shout out to cannabis. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think our government needs to change it from a level 1 drug into a level 2 drug, if I'm correct, so we can start researching it for holistic approaches, for it to cure and help things that's going on. I also seen that it helps veterans with, help me get that little saying, PTSD. Yes, PTSD. Yes. So they showed some veterans on marijuana, and it helped them with the PTSD. And they showed the ones that weren't on marijuana, that was taking 15, 16 pills a day.
Right.
And the results was totally different. The gentleman who was taking 15, 16 pills a day, he couldn't even go outside. His ex-wife wouldn't allow him to be around his daughter because she felt he was unsafe. And the same thing was going on with the veterans prior to them being on cannabis. And one of the daughters was like 14 or 15 years old, and she was speaking, and she was saying, well, I get to have my dad now that he smokes marijuana. And then he goes, I smoke a little marijuana. And she was like, no, he smokes a lot of marijuana.
Yeah, right. No. Let's be honest, Dad.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But it definitely should remain age appropriate. It should remain age appropriate.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
In my job, I have no comment on marijuana, cannabis, no use. I know nothing about none of that.
None of it, okay, right?
Respect that.
Yeah.
From a universal perspective, you're going to just go ahead and opt out of this conversation.
No water.
Exactly.
But
It
I
should
just
definitely remain age appropriate, because at a certain age, I think it is 14, 15, 16, and 17, and obviously 14, then it's obviously inappropriate unless there's a medical condition, because your brain development is like a sponge and you need to slow that down.
Oh, no, definitely. And I was just saying, as the 14-year-old was speaking on behalf of her dad, because 2 years prior to that, he was on 14, 15 pills, and her mom was not allowing her to have any contact with her dad. So she was saying, from the point of view of having her dad back in her life, that she would take him smoking marijuana over being on these pills that the government is giving
and not having him at all, right?
Exactly. And as seeing all this, it just makes me realize that our world is twisted, and we need to do some things to wake it up, bring us together as a whole. And when I say the world, I'm not just talking about the United States. I'm talking about every country that we affect. We got Afghanistan, we got Europe, everywhere, we need to come together and Africa, definitely, where they're getting all their chips and stuff that they make.
Everything, all their minerals, everything, all their ideas, everything.
We are so technologically advanced. Shout out to Africa, you guys.
Shout out to Africa.
Shout out, baby. Absolutely.
Advanced compliments.
Yeah.
Without Africa, there is no us, right?
Right. I think that's the only place on the planet that can shut the walls off and pretty much survive without any other influence from any continent. I think that's possibly the only place that can do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, with all that said, I think that we're starting out in a good place. So with our Urban Youth Project, we're going to bring some enlightenment, but we also got to get out in the community and make things happen. You know, we was we did our little social on Friday. Like I said, we couldn't use the footage, but it's okay. So we're going to make sure.
No, we have some footage we're gonna use. We just got to get it wrapped up now because that just took place a couple days ago. Now we just got to get it chopped up and ready for you guys.
That's fair. That's
definitely.
I thought that was the Saturday footage, not the Friday footage. I was talking about the Friday specifically.
We got a whole bunch of footage that we gonna chop up and have ready for you all. This is what we have.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, more so than that, before we wrap it up, what we want to get into is these new age men and these new age women, and versus the older times when not older because you guys still young, but
traditional.
Exactly.
It's safe
traditional.
To say
I like that word.
Traditional versus modern, I should say.
Right.
And what's your question?
I mean, there isn't necessarily a question.
I can definitely speak on the women today and what's appropriate versus what's not appropriate and what's accepted.
Really?
Wouldn't that be an opinion? But go ahead, let me hear it.
Speaking on it.
Nowadays.
Perspective.
Right. Proper, Chris.
I will just say from the male's perspective, just support. I mean, I think it's necessary to show your partner some support.
Y'all ain't getting enough hugs?
Yeah. No. I'm not saying we're not getting enough of anything.
Hey, don't make it sound like we need hugs.
I don't need a hug.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting enough hugs.
I know
cool.
you got 5 kids. You hugging.
Yeah, you
Getting
hugging.
enough hugs. Okay.
You're hugging.
Snuggling,
At
boy.
27, right? Yeah.
I'm
You
27
getting
years
enough
of age.
hugs. He getting enough hugs.
I'm
You
getting
might
enough
want to
hugs.
slow down on the hugs.
Yeah.
27 and 5.
Change Proper Chris to Little Clarence. Clarence Carter.
I should allow Dylan to speak on the modern day women. Okay.
Oh, you going to pass it on now.
with
Go
the
ahead
women
and
today.
pass it
Okay,
on.
I'm
Pass
getting
it
enough
on.
hugs. They're providing enough hugs. They're providing enough love. They're
They?
beautiful. The women. Okay.
What?
Not to me.
They?
I'm speaking
No,
on
we
the women.
speaking in general.
In
On
general.
the
In general.
women.
I thought you
Okay.
said they was
They're
providing
obviously
you with
learning.
enough hugs. I wanted an explanation.
No explanation required. I didn't say that.
Okay.
Is that what you said, Chris?
He
I
said
didn't
clarify.
That's not what
He
you
didn't
said.
say
Okay,
No
well.
explanation required. I didn't say that.
Now how about you, Akachi?
Well, I love all women. Just so y'all know, don't get me like I got him. Nah,
that. You
but
love
I think
all women?
absolutely.
Okay.
Big, small, short, tall. I love them all. I rap, so excuse me.
That was a bar.
Definitely.
That was a bar.
Yeah.
Have that.
So you're not a player. You just,
Crush a lot.
yeah.
No, of course not.
Okay,
course
I'm just
not.
trying to clarify
I
that.
have
That's clear
one
to say.
woman. However, I know that it's more than, I have one woman. No, everybody needs somebody.
Okay.
I'm not dumb to the fact that the lady that's sleeping on the ground, she still needs love and a hug too. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
What would you do about the
definitely.
access of women? I mean, if everyone had one person, then there would be an access of women.
No,
if I'm not
absolutely,
mistaken.
absolutely.
So what are these women supposed to do? Well, I don't know. I can direct that question, I suppose,
Well,
to a woman.
Can we switch
Absolutely.
that? What are the men supposed to do?
No. Okay,
all right, I'm gonna let y'all
the
finish.
question now,
Okay,
right
go
now,
ahead. I'm gonna let y'all finish
is-
that, and then we gonna come to that one.
what do the women do, being that it's like 7-to-1 ratio?
I think it's a little more significant.
it's
now.
It may be
worse
more
than
now.
5-to-1 or something like
Wow,
that now.
see?
Because now the men won't be girls.
Oh, there you are.
So
There you have it.
I don't know where that leaves me, David.
So that may influence the women, I guess, since naturally men influence women. That will influence the women to want to be with other
But it
women,
also
I
goes the
suppose.
way for men too, because we got girls want to be boys. That counts y'all out.
That's still okay. I
I
understand
don't
what
get
y'all
that.
saying.
I
I
get
understand
that.
what y'all
I
saying.
get that.
The thing is, this has been a ratio since not way before all this weird stuff was going on. There has been a number of more women than men.
Right. And I think
By a
that
significant
may
amount.
naturally create the jealousy, create the, I want my hair
Create
to be
the
longer
player
or
in us, huh?
louder than you, or I want to be shinier or more polished than you, because there's a natural imbalance.
And that's where that one song come in, where I just kind of let you know that man, you he
Oh, the old school song. There you go.
he my man, and every piece of
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
he
that
eats
song.
his,
That's a good song there.
I mean,
I don't know about the ratio. We I don't know.
We got
a
you,
lot of
we
us
got
is
you.
guys
dying
got
and
us
going
beat.
to jail.
no. That's not the question. That's not the question.
What's
the
the question?
question
they were still
is,
on the women. We just cut in.
Yeah.
Oh.
How do we go about this situation?
Okay.
The fact being that it's more women than men.
Should we take on more than one wife? That's the question.
This is, I mean, without saying
That's the
that.
question.
I'm gonna let Chris say it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Or should we just leave the rest?
Or the rest to just be left alone to be with each other?
Well, to be honest with you, why isn't it more men in the world?
I think God made it that way.
They're killing us.
I don't think that has anything to do with you.
This was before that. I think God made it that way.
Or that's a good question. That's a good. I think she says they're dying.
They're dying. They're going to jail.
Absolutely.
They're turning on us.
But that's not. But we're not. But at this point in time,
they got titties too.
That is true. Definitely. At this point in time, we're not speaking on just African men, though. We're speaking on men in general. Exactly.
They all turning.
They are turning.
Since when? We can go all the way back in history, and there's always been a small.
Well, okay, we don't know how long and why we ain't got no man there.
We don't know what's happening. But it was naturally.
I don't know why nobody takes me out. I don't know. Somebody call me.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is this a more natural thing?
I can't speak on it personally.
She's been married 20. She ain't need no man.
But you know what? It sounds it's natural.
I'm asking a question
for men
to
have. Not to cheat. No. Not if it's
You're saying there's not enough men for us, so y'all gotta help us out. The women that can't get no man, y'all gonna help them out.
No,
maybe it's just more natural to have multiple wives. Some people are still exercising that practice, I think. If I'm
polygamy.
No, that's not polygamy.
Okay, some men can't handle one wife.
Like
how they gonna handle multiple wives?
Handle one wife.
My bad,
Right. But if
I thought that was the people that got all them people on the farm and they got everybody.
Well, that's a European.
But ain't that polygamy?
That's polygamy.
That's what they marry and
I
kids.
thought I knew what I was talking about.
But that practice isn't only being exercised in the European community. It's also being exercised.
Sounds like y'all trying to bring it into the African world.
No, this is a question.
No.
But I thought in that world they do have more than one wife.
In the African world,
exercising that practice.
No, they have. But they did way when we was kings and queens.
Right.
So well, I ain't with it.
This is where I.
It's only gonna be one of me.
Yeah, I ain't with Shan.
I'm working with one. I'm good with one.
Oh, okay. Just trying to clarify that.
Just to clear that up. I'm good with one.
But we was talking about the rest of the sisters.
I'm good with one when I find one.
We was talking about the rest of the sisters in the world.
With one as well. Okay.
Right now, I'm gonna float these 10.
So do the.
We're gonna ignore that comment there.
That's why they ain't none for the rest of them.
Hey, again, where you fit in.
Maybe that's what's happening. We're gonna go ahead and disregard that, though.
Feel like I didn't hear that.
The Urban Youth Project coming to you guys Sundays 1 to 2.
1 to 2.
1 to 2, yeah. And the whole thing is
we keep it real.
This is the whole thing.
We keep it real Sundays.
Hangover,
keep it real.
We are gonna keep it real. So, like the Urban Youth Project is all about the real talk. So, if you want to hear some real talk, talking about some real stuff in this real life day and age, make sure you keep tuning in to the Urban Youth Project and
feel free to call in and share your stories.
Share your stories.
Absolutely.
323.
We got a lot of stories, as you can see.
3375.
3375.
Please say that number one more time.
It's 323
293
3375.
Straight like that.
So before we hang off the air, I just want to say thank you at the Urban Youth Project. Selena Coleman signing out.
And that's Jones.
Proper Chris.
And we're going to leave you with some Makachi Dale, baby. Hit him.
Hey, there's no question.
To me?
I'll send you him back in the sheet. Easy call. Wrap circles around all you mummies. Come on too many drugs, y'all some zombies. Stop playing. I smoke on that weed and I drink juice by Puffy and sip 50 vodka, so he effing love me. Smoke Cuban cigars, so I'm feeling myself. Hey, that jigger no joke, I do say so myself. Hey, too easy for me to just go at your neck. I'd rather smoke weed, make no records instead. You think you won't be, but you sadly misled. I'm bad for your heart, Matt Coward again. Take your best shot, I'm so patiently waiting. Hey, won't make no diss records or saying no name. Hey, show up on your turf, what's all that you was saying? Hey, don't speak on the sport unless you playing the game. Boy, I'm coming for my own name, my own change, my own lane. Man, I'm coming for La Familia. I'm serious, no kidding, bro. Hey, I'm coming for your main chick, your side piece, and your baby mama. Boy, I'm coming. Oh yeah, I'm coming.